welcome back to another video. I am Tabitha and I was born to DIY. So today is Saturday. Happy Galentine's, friends. So listen, I'm just going to go ahead and just dive on into what today's video is about, okay? I supposed to be in my master bedroom, finishing cleaning up, painting and whatnot. But I just got back from the gym, from teaching line dance, walked in and I said, wait, I need to get this kitchen situated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first fix me a cup of coffee. I'm going to go ahead and dive on into getting this kitchen clean and straightened up to the way that I want. So then that way I can move on into the masters. So friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Okay, it's free. And if you're returning, thank you. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, friends. And yeah, let's just go ahead and dive on into the things. So, friends, you're probably wondering, how did my kitchen get into this total chaos? So, let me tell you how. So, what I did last night was, before I went to bed, I put it in order to have groceries delivered. The groceries was delivered early this particular Saturday morning. And so once the groceries was ordered, what I did was my daughter, my son, and I brought all the groceries in, and I put up everything that needed to go into the refrigerator as well as the freezer or defreezer. Anything else I left out because it was time for me to get to the gym. As I stated in the intro, I had to teach classes this morning. So while I was there, of course, like I said, groceries and things were still out that needed to be put away. Once I got back, my daughter and son, they had already went ahead and fixed themselves some breakfast. So when I got back, yes, dishes and everything was everywhere. Now, I typically don't have to do the dishes or anything. My daughter does the dishes. Well, when I came in, the kitchen was a total chaos. As I stated to you, I supposed to been continue with doing my masters. I decided to just go ahead and do the kitchen. One, because this kitchen was driving me insane when I walked in and seen it. Two, I needed to put away the remaining of the groceries. And three, I had received a new item from Temu that I wanted to go ahead and I put it together last night. Let me say that, I'm sorry. I put it together last night along with putting the nightstand together. And I wanted to go ahead and get it set up for that to be my new little coffee station area. That's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to go ahead and get the other, shelf out of the kitchen. So that's why. So anyway, as you can see, I am getting things put away. It was a little chaotic, as you can see, but I got this kitchen together. Okay. Now, I will also say this. I don't know about you, but we live in this house, okay? I don't cherish anything. There's certain things that I decide to get for the time being because I don't want it here in this particular home. And I want to wait to do more things when we get into that dream space that I'm envisioning. Okay. So that's why. Excuse me. So anyway, I have future plans and I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I stated also at the end of the video. I want to redo my kitchen. My kitchen walls was actually white and I painted them this sand colored beige. The cabinets was, of course, that oak, and I painted them white. And I changed the handles on these cabinets. Well, I want to change it again. So we have future plans of changing, replacing the countertops completely. And so before we replace the countertops, I decide that I want to do a DIY. in this kitchen space. So I will be sharing those details in the near future. I'm also going to be doing some painting. I don't know if I want to repaint the walls or not. That is up in the air. I'm going to decide that when the time comes. I don't know for right now. I am going to paint the top cabinets. I will share that color later as well in the future when I decide to dive into these plans and all that whatnot. Yes, you can see some of my cabinets are missing handles. That's because those the screws that came with these handles, which I had ordered these from Amazon, it was like a pack of 20 or a pack of 30. The screws are entirely too long, and I had to get the proper tool that I needed to cut those screws down. And we actually just got that like 2 weeks ago. So that's why some of the cabinets don't have the handles on it, but I'm not pressed to get those put on there. I'm going to wait and get those and add those to the cabinets once I start doing the makeover in the kitchen. So I am looking forward to that. My backsplash, those are actually the peel and stick that you've seen at the Dollar Tree. I actually purchased those from Family Dollar because Family Dollar had them for $1 when the Dollar Tree had them for $1.25. And I did those, I think maybe 2 years ago. So yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to do for a backsplash when I decide to do the DIY to the countertop. So I don't know. We'll see from there. Anyway, I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you for joining the family. Remember to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Please leave me a comment down. Introduce yourself to me. I do respond back to every comment that I receive, and also share today's video. So you see, I have went on ahead, loaded the dishwasher. I added my Clorox tablets to the dishwasher as well. And for as the dishes that you see me washed on my hands, those were some actual new containers that I had purchased from Aldi's. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. I had purchased those from Aldi's. And I am very skeptical about putting some of those containers in the dishwasher because the heat from the dishwasher can, melt them and bend them. So I washed those on my hands, as well as I went ahead and washed my cake container on my hand as well. That was from a cake that my mother had came over and baked for my son. That is actually home from the Navy. So, yes, got that all clean. I'm letting that sit in the sink so some of the water can drip off of that. And what I did was I end up just, once I finished the kitchen, I just completely dried it off and whatnot and put it away. Now, what you did see me do also is that is a glass cutting board. That is a glass cutting board that my mother gave me. I have one and she have one as well. So I always keep my cutting board out because I utilize that cutting board constantly throughout the day. So anything that I am cooking throughout the day, because I do work permanent from home, I use that cutting board. So I'm always cutting my food on there, or I sit my little hot plate rounds on those when I'm taking anything out of the oven or that whatnot. That's helping me and helped the family to form a habit of only placing hot things in that particular area and space, as well as cutting. So if they're cutting strawberries or their bananas or whatever the case may be, they're utilizing that space. So that way when I do the DIY to the countertops, that this habit has already been formed and put in place. Now I am actually moving over to the other side of the kitchen. I have plans of what I want to do. It's going to be another DIY. I'm not sure at the moment because I had in my mind to do a DIY, and it's actually been in my mind for the past month. Well, as I was cleaning this kitchen, I decided that I may do something else otherwise. And I'm talking about removing my seasons from, those are magnet shelf holders that is on the side alongside of the refrigerator. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that DIY now. I'm going to go ahead and tell you a spoiler alert. So as I removed the microwave, well, I originally wanted the microwave. I didn't, I put it there. I didn't like it. I moved it again. And so where I have it, I don't like it. So now listen, this is a thing. And it's just probably me. I do not like a microwave on my countertop at all. I just don't like it. It irritates me to the core. I just don't know. Our home was built prior to people putting the microwaves over the stoves. When that originally style came out, I liked it then. However, I don't like it now. I would like a different hood range to go over the stove. Of course, if that's what we go for in our next home that we're just, going to decide in the future. But I just want the microwave tucked away and not visibly seen. Let me just say that. I do not want to be able to walk into the kitchen and see a microwave. It's just something about me seeing a microwave irks me. I just don't know why, but it does. And so I don't like it seen, but it's temporarily going to be on the countertop. You'll see that towards the end of the video until, of course, it's going to bug me again. And then I'm going to think of something else and move it out of the way. It is what it is. Okay, I just can't do it. But anyway, I'm gonna think about something else with the spices. I originally wanted the spices to be out. I have changed my mind, and I don't know if I want them out now. So I don't know what that's gonna be, but I know they're not gonna be out visibly on that refrigerator or the ones I have that's sitting alongside of the microwave. So that's gonna change. Also, in my mind, I wish I did have this nice wet bar area, which I seen one in a few homes that we actually went and looked at, because I want that. I don't want all of that out, but I'm not going to let that stress me out. For the time being, we're going to go ahead and move on. So anyway, I am now moving over to the nook area. I'm going to clean the table off, get it nice, clean and wiped down. Then I am going to remove the microwave, all of my glasses as well as from over there, get that space nice and tidy and clean, and pull in the new little coffee cabinet that I got for that. Like I said, that was free from Temu. I will show more of that in an upcoming video. But yes, so I'm going to get that all nice and clean and get the area nice and done. I was going to actually set the table, but then by the time I finished this video, it was time for me to fix the grandbaby some lunch. She was ready to eat, so I didn't get a chance to set the table. Oh, let me tell you this. So I went by the Dollar Tree prior to leaving the gym and coming home, and I went there to actually get some of the little the black little things to go into the cubes for the organizers, and I was going to take those out and put it into the office because I have that color in my office as well, with the black and gold and the white. I got in the Dollar Tree and got totally distracted. I came out of the Dollar Tree with everything but those. So that didn't happen. Anyway, it'll get done one day. It didn't get done this day. So, yeah. Okay, friends, so you can see I have now brought in this little cabinet, which I'm calling a little coffee bar cabinet, and I am wiping it down to remove any other little dust and stuff on there. As I stated earlier, I did put this together the night before, and it was easy to put this together. So now that I put this together, I'm just going to start moving over my little coffee items. What I do want to do with these jars actually came from the Dollar Tree, of course. I'm quite sure you already noticed that. I'm thinking about spray painting the lids gold. So that way it can go with the items that's going to go along in this kitchen, because I'm bringing more gold into this space when I redo the kitchen. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm not sure. Or if I actually find some other canisters that I want to use in the space for the coffee area, I'll just switch them out. But for the time being, I'm just using those for now. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in. I had got some more new protein. I'm going to add that protein to the container, and then I'm going to start moving all the other items over as well. You'll see, like I said, I had received the groceries this morning, got everything put up. I like to keep some of the things organized in the space, so that way the kids, as well as our grandbaby or my husband, they know where to come and look for items, because I actually have them in their designated space, in their bins, tucked away, and they know where to actually find those items, whatever it is that they may be looking for. So I'm going to get that straightened up, and then you'll just see me move some things around over there on what was previous my coffee station, which now I just have the adult beverages over there for the time being, because I don't know where else to put them. But yeah, so I'm thinking I may add some little shelves over above my coffee space area and put them over there. Now, let me say what I do regret. I do regret putting, we had changed out our alarm system, I think maybe about 10, 12 years ago. And this was actually in the utility area in the back, by the back door. And once we changed out the companies or whatever, I had them to install it here. Kind of regret that I had them put that there, but I'm going to see what I can do with this space and just go from there. But anyway, that's my daughter coming to me. She's been talking to me periodically throughout the morning while I'm cleaning. And she's back now bringing me her phone, because my oldest son, he's military as well. He's Army. Apparently, he had been trying to FaceTime me multiple times to tell me Happy Valentine's Day. And of course, I didn't hear the phone. I think I had it on Do Not Disturb, because I was actually in here cleaning. So she's just bringing me her phone. And as I continue to clean, I'm going to chit chat with him as well as with his mate while they're out eating brunch, and talk and cut up with them as I get this kitchen back into a livable, clean space. Now, friends, I know you probably saying, why is she picking up that microwave and she have issues with her back? Yes, I know. However, I made sure that I wasn't utilizing my back when lifting that microwave and has been following instructions of properly lifting things, tightening my core before lifting anything that would take and relieve pressure off my back. And yes, I'm going to move it one more time because as I stated to you earlier, I did not like it in this space. I just decided to move it again, friends. And I'm probably going to end up moving it again. If I move it that time, I'll get my husband to move it. Anyway, friends, I finished removing, getting the adult beverages set up the way that I wanted them set up there just for the time being. I'm thinking about moving those around again to get it properly up there and whatnot. I don't know. What I do need to do now, I need to clean my chairs. Now, my chairs, they don't look dirty. However, I just can see like when my mother was doing like the cake or whatever, some of that cake icing had got splashed on there. I just need to clean the chair and get that stuff off of there. But anyway, friends, I did get this situated. I didn't show me moving the microwave, but I did move it again. And then I did the remaining of the stuff off of camera. And then I'm going to come in and just give you what I have already cleaned and done. I didn't do any decorating in here. I just want it to be nice and clean. I am going to wait and decorate this space next month for the spring. I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to decorating for the spring. I'm over the cold weather, okay? I'm over it. Anyway, friends, so as you can see, the kitchen is now all nice and clean. I have wiped everything completely down, swept, mopped. I did it all, okay? Cabinets wiped down, stainless steel clean, wiped down. Yes. So I am definitely looking forward to decorating this space. You can see I didn't decorate and set up anything on the table as I was going to set up. After this, went ahead and did lunch for my granddaughter. I'm going to point out, so here is the little coffee bar area. I did change it around again, but yeah, this is where I'm thinking about adding the little shelves there to kind of maybe match this side, but they'll of course be smaller to fit into that particular space. So it's clean. This is what we have. Just remember I told you the handles not on those cabinets because I can't put those in there just yet. Well, I can put them in there, but I'm waiting to put them in there. Okay, friends. So, as you can see, I have shown you the kitchen is nice and clean. Okay. So, I had in mind, well, I'm not going to say I have in mind. I actually will be redoing my kitchen. When I plan on initially doing it, that's not going to work now. Um, I was going to do it like spring break. Well, now I don't know if that's going to happen with spring break. I have some plans that come up, and I'm going to have to actually take off work and go down to Miami for a couple of days. So that's not going to work. However, I can tell you this. So, what I have planned for my kitchen is we're eventually going to get new countertops into the kitchen. So, before we get new countertops, I want to do a little experimenting. So, I want to do a DIY to the countertops. And as you can see, some of my cabinets had the handles that was missing. I have plenty of those handles, okay? I purchased a box of like, I think maybe 20 or 30 of those from Amazon. They need to go on. the reason they didn't get put on, I just purchased a new tool that I need to cut down the actual screw because it's too long when it goes into those. So yeah, they'll get put on actually once I do that. So I want to do an experiment with the countertops. I also want to paint the top cabinets a different color, repaint the bottom ones white, and spray paint the handles. I think I'm gonna do those probably gold because, like I said, I have so many in there black already. So I'm not gonna put black on black or whatever. But that is something that'll be coming up probably in the spring or the summer. I'm just ready to get back outside right now anyway, since when the spring comes, but that'll be coming up because I don't know if you can see when I was showing you around. When I finished doing these cabinets, I can't even think of it now, but I put a seal over it. Well, some of the areas the seal is turning like a little yellow on those when I actually did these. These cabinets actually used to be this color, well not color, that color wood, that oak, and they was that. And I actually painted these a couple of years ago, but that was prior to me doing videos. Anyway, friends, I want to thank you so much for stopping by today's video. I did want to pop in and do an ending of this video. Please comment, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's free, friends. This way YouTube can push my video out and it can get out to others. Leave me a comment down in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just had to get some things done. Anyway, friends, I am going to end this video so I can get out of here and get to class. Yes, it's another day. That way I can get to class, and I want to say thank you. So remember, friends, to always be bold, be creative, and most importantly, be you. Until next time, friends. Bye.